it comes to animals, I'd rather meet them in the pig pen or the pasture or the chicken coop, not in a bucket of KFC, a juicy burger or steak, or some bacon or pork chops. Sorry, but if people don't get that, I understand that people would say, well, what's the point? I mean, why not eat animals? I mean, they're not doing us any good just wandering around in a field eating grass all day or pecking at the ground eating whatever. I'm like, all animals are just wandering the earth. And just like a person you don't know, that guy right over there that you could point at and you don't know, do you know him? No? Oh, well, he's just wandering around too, so why don't you eat him? I wouldn't care, because I love him. And I wouldn't harm anybody. I wouldn't harm anything, because it's alive. There's a difference between when I say, go ahead and eat him, I don't care. It's because I have already gotten past the fact that a living thing deserves to live. And I wouldn't do that. I see people around me thinking it's okay to eat things that were alive. And it's not okay to do that. Your body doesn't want that. Your mind doesn't want that. You think you know you have a mind, but you don't, because you're not using it. You may have a brain, and that's what you're using, but your mind is left a long time ago. It's been controlled by other people. And if you start eating the right way, doing the right things, thinking the right way, you will totally reverse the way that your life has been falling apart, and you'll see how magical it really is. What disgusts me as a human, unfortunately, sometimes we have those days where, even though we are spirit, we have to be sucked into the humanness really heavily, because people around you just will not understand what they're doing, no matter what. And it seems like, this morning, for instance, I was meditating, and it took maybe 20 minutes extra. It was 6 o'clock in the morning, and I went inside to do my first stop, and the lady's like, we start at 6. You were out there for like 25, 30 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, I was meditating. I mean, it's really early in the morning, and most of the time I'm not here till 7. My next stop doesn't open till 8, and I'm not going to be here very long. So I just meditated real quick and then came in, and I was done by the time I was planning on being done. My stops all worked out. I didn't know this. She said, I was waiting for you, but I could have had other things that I did. Well, do you understand that I didn't tell you to wait for me, and most of the time I buzz the button and I wait at the door anyway. So why would I have thought in any way that you were waiting for me? So therefore, I didn't feel bad, and I'm like, I was meditating, and she was like talking all aggressively, and I'm like, you see, you're getting angry because I was doing something that betters me. I'm sorry that you are at work and you were thinking that you would wait for me to come in, but there was no reason to get angry at me for it. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. That's probably because she eats aggressive meat. Maybe, I'm just saying. But people are just overly aggressive and angry towards each other all the time. A lot of it is the diet. And when I say stuff about go ahead and eat that person, I'm only joking, but at the same time I'm being straightforward. Why eat anything that is alive? If you've ever had any pet, you've had a living animal. Now eat that instead of a burger or chicken or pig or turkey. And of course you don't want to. Why is that? Because you've grown close to it. Has anybody ever had a pet of any of those kind of animals? And do you want to kill it? Eat it? Most likely not. When we were kids, we watched cartoons and movies and shows and stuff, and we wouldn't think, yeah, shoot that guy or kill that thing and whatever. And we didn't think about the food we were eating as we were being fed, the things we were being fed. And we didn't know why we were aggressive and why we were so emotional and why we were like that. I mean, there's more reasons to our emotions and everything than that, too. And you can transmute any kind of energy when you become pure and enlightened. But when you are pure and enlightened, you're not going to be transmitting or transmuting meat into energy, because you'll already understand that there's more complex processes to breaking down meat with your body than there is to breaking down fluids and vegetables and fruits. It's just that plain simple. One simple ingredient your body can handle. Something that's very, I don't know what the word to look for here is, very, I'll say simple again, that has sunlight, dirt, and a few molecular compounds making it up. Not as many emotions, because it hasn't moved and experienced and felt done other things, yes. And it's experienced, yes, but in its own way. And when we cut it, it grows again. When we die, we do grow again. So death is no big deal either. So literally, if people keep eating cows, no big deal. Because the world will become better when everybody decides to do the right thing. When one person does the right thing, their world is better. It doesn't mean that the people around them will seem like they're doing more mature, more responsible things or making better decisions. It means you love them because they're sort of blind to what's really happening in life. And that's okay. And when you truly love, you allow. When you truly allow, you don't interfere. You offer help. You show your wisdom. You be the example. And that's all I can say. I mean, there's more to say, and I will, but at this moment I feel like I'd be repeating some of the same things I've said before. But it's only because I care, and people need to start hearing and knowing what we're here for. So like I said, that's it for now. Till next time. Peace.